This episode's hard truth is you need to reevaluate all of your marketing. No, you're doing it wrong. That's the hard truth. You're doing your marketing wrong. Let's talk about that today.
Welcome to this episode of the Business Builders Intensive. I'm Dr. Laura and my co-host is
Jerry Kezhaya.
Awesome. Okay, so we have a man in our life that we really admire, and we've known him for a very long time. Golly, Jerry, when did you first hear about Dan Kennedy?
Early 2000.
Early 2000.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's almost been 25 years I've been working with Dan.
That's amazing.
Great, brilliant man.
Yeah.
Brilliant man. Probably one of the smartest advertising copywriter marketers I've ever met in my life. Right.
Yeah. And several years ago, he featured us in his book, Magnetic Marketing. Why did he feature us? Because we use the magnetic marketing principles.
It's actually a fun story. Laura and we go to one of their conventions back when it was called GKIC, or I think that's what it was called then. They went through some, for a marketing company, they really went around the world. And now, of course, it's owned by Russell Brunson. It's part of the ClickFunnels family. Russell's amazing all on his own. But we were at the convention, and people were coming up to me saying, "Hey, congratulations!" And I said, "For what?"
What?
And they said, "For being in the book." What book?
Book.
No idea.
No either.
It was one of the funniest experiences. And finally, someone came up and they grabbed the book and they handed it to me and they go, "Right here, you're in this book." I went, "Really?" And I started looking at it.
It's on
page 68. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
They spelled your first name wrong.
Well, they're a marketing company. That's going to tell you something, right?
The headline is Meet the No BS Style Entrepreneurial Couple Who Approach Business as a Formula with Exact Systems That Freaking Work.
No kidding. Boy, that's...
Yeah.
That was a fun experience. But, the truth of it is, we have amazing companies and we have systems, we have processes, we get this, we understand it. And unfortunately, or fortunately for a lot of people, most people do their marketing
wrong
in the most ineffective ways. That's a nice way of saying wrong, okay?
Here's the thing. As an entrepreneur, you have so much that you're doing. You have your employees, you have your product, your service, your scheduling, you have so many hats that you're wearing. Just add marketing to that. Okay, so what happens is people often trust the advertising person that comes in. And the ads all have the same look. It's all like your logo, your phone number, hopefully your phone number or some way to contact you, and maybe a picture. And it's not compelling. It's not effective.
Here's what I know about advertising salespeople. It's pretty simple. They don't know squat about advertising.
Yeah.
99% of them. They know how to create a commission. And if they do an ad if you're doing ads through agencies, their point is they want to win awards.
Yeah.
When you're a small business, you need to eat something today. You need to kill something.
You need the phone to ring. You need leads that convert.
And you need
to
it today,
clients.
right now.
Yeah.
Right now, this minute. And if you run an ad, if you start an ad, I promise you, every advertising salesperson will say, they'll start with, "Oh, people have to see, you have to make an impression at least 7 times. Now it's up to 18 times.
Yeah.
So you have to run an ad 18 times before you can get a result. You know what the result is? The salesperson gets a damn fat commission. That's the deal. When you run an effective ad, we figured this out years ago. We ran one ad one night. It was a very simple ad. It was a 30-second spot on local cable television, and we had 3 clients come in. The next morning was $600, $800, and $900 jobs from one ad, one time, one night. When you have an effective ad, it works. And if the phones do not start ringing when you start running your ad, change the ad.
I remember your first radio commercial that you did. The very first spot, phone started ringing. They were told us it may take 2 to 3 months for our listeners to get to know you. And Jerry gets on the radio and talks to the radio show host, and the phone starts ringing. It was just a 1-minute segment. It wasn't even an interview or anything like that. It was just a 1-minute segment. It was so cute, and at the end, Jerry says, beep.
Yeah, that was our little tagline, right?
Yeah, beep.
Thanks for calling. Give us a call at the phone number, and then at the end I went beep. Yeah. The truth of it is, it was a good ad.
Yeah.
It was a good conversation. And Dave, the host, and I, and then when he switched radio stations and went to Julie, we had the exact same responses. As soon as we were on the air and we were chatting, we knew what to say to get immediate results. So if you want a phone to ring and you don't want to just fill someone's commission check, let's study some marketing and we'll help you figure out how to get there, okay?
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about, and you'll find these in Dan Kennedy's book, Magnetic Marketing, but let's talk about the 9 biggest mistakes that most entrepreneurs make in their marketing.
And we covered the first one, it's wrong people. You're talking to a salesperson who really has no concept about what you need as a small business to create successful ads.
The other thing also regarding wrong people is you might be trying to target everyone, but no, there's, as Harv Eker says, there's riches in niches. And so speak to the exact person that you want to attract in your marketing. Don't try to attract everyone. You can't be all things to every person. Exactly. So yeah, the number one is the wrong people. Trying to reach the wrong people.
The next one is saying the wrong things. If you're saying the wrong things to your clients, you will shut them down so quickly. They will, instead of attracting them, they will be avoiding you. And that's a big deal.
You have to make sure that your message and your market match. So you're not going to say anything about radio or TV if you're doing an online message. You're not going to say, hey, call this number when people are not even near their phone. If they're doing something else, if they're online, then say, hey, click here on this website. So just make sure that you're saying the right things, not the wrong things.
The number 3 thing would be asking them to do the wrong thing.
Yeah, and I just gave kind of an example about that.
Yeah, then that would be if you're running a television ad and you ask them to click here. Bad idea, right? Or if you're on a TV ad and you say, send in the reply card now, or click this button below. There is no button below on television.
Okay, and number 4 is thinking you can advertise anywhere and anywhere. You really can't. So
anywhere and everywhere.
Anywhere, and what did I say? Anywhere and everywhere?
You said anywhere and anywhere.
Anywhere and everywhere. Yeah, the truth is that you can't. First of all, you probably don't have the budget for it. And sometimes it's not appropriate. If you're in the pool service business to service people's swimming pools, are you going to advertise in? I'm trying to think of a place that would not be a good place to advertise.
In a auto trader magazine, or in a horse trader magazine,
or in a hotel. You know how they have the directory for the hotel. You're not going to do that. That's a waste of money.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you want to be really specific about where you advertise.
Another big problem is you have no marketing system.
Yeah, and mistake number 5.
If you listen to us and you know anything about us, you know that we're big on systems and processes. So even our marketing has a system that we follow, and that's how we get results. And in that system is lead generation, conversion, retention, and tracking. Yeah. You must have all of that to have a proper marketing system.
And if you don't track what your marketing is doing, where your leads are coming from, and how many convert, and what the sales are from it, how do you know which marketing is working, which one isn't?
Yeah, one of the biggest mistakes that we see our clients making is they start shotgunning.
Yeah.
They start shotgunning. Here, let's place an ad in this media, and let's place an ad here. Let's place an ad here. Let's place an ad. And they run these ads all over the place. And then they come in and go, my marketing's not working. And I say, show me your tracking. Show me what's getting you results. And I get this vacant stare. It's like I can see the back of their head through their eyeball. because everything just went away. And like, what do you mean tracking? If you're not tracking it, I promise you, you are just throwing away. You are burning money needlessly.
We have a client who was spending a lot of money on different kinds of advertising. And Jerry and I asked him about, this was years ago, about his marketing. Okay, where do most of your leads come from? And we got the blank stare. And then he started tracking it, and he said the majority of my leads come from referrals.
Yeah.
It's okay, then create a referral system. And he created a referral system, and it's like really doing so much better than
his business 10x almost overnight. He
was wasting so much money on just horrible marketing. Okay, number 6. Okay, what happens if you chase after someone vigorously?
I run. I don't run. I shoot.
No, if someone's chasing you, what do? You run. Okay, so don't chase your clients.
So Dan Kennedy says you want to evolve from being an annoying pest to a welcome guest.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Right? You want to
see, I told you Dan was brilliant.
If you are an annoying pest to your clients, they will delete, they'll turn the channel, they will avoid you. What you want to become truly is a welcome guest.
Yeah. And that's how you attract clients. That's how you attract referrals.
Yeah.
Okay, number 7, thinking that you need to build a brand. Okay, this is a big no.
If you want to see me go crazy,
yeah, I think Dan goes crazy too. Yeah, branding ads.
Oh my God, I want to talk about this because this is.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to do it expeditiously.
Oh, very good.
You don't have Coca-Cola's budget. They spend $1 billion a year, and not one of their ads says buy a frickin' Coke. Okay, the most recognized brand on the planet. They spend over $1 billion. That's a billion dollars, and they want to teach the world to sing. They don't want to talk about buying Coca-Cola or any of that business. Okay, they want a feel-good ad. Well, I'm going to tell you, their feel-good ads are brand recognition. And if you have $1 billion to spend on marketing, we can help you do some amazing branding ads. But if you're like us in small business, you want ads that freaking make the phone ring. Yeah. If your ad is not doing that, we need to change it quickly.
One of the worst things I had ever witnessed is a company hired a new advertising and marketing company, and they were told that this was going to be like the most amazing marketing company. And what did the marketing company do? Updated their logo.
Yep.
Updated their letterhead, updated their business cards.
Got them new pens.
Yeah.
New pens with the new logo on it. It was really cool. Yeah.
And it did absolutely nothing to bring in new clients.
But it spent a lot of money.
There was no message. It didn't even go out to the market, let alone be the wrong market. So, yeah.
We had a company do some branding ads for us. It was the biggest failure. We did it literally. We tried this. It was a high-end magazine. We tried branding ads. I signed a 12-month contract. I was locked into for 12 months. Thousands of dollars every single month burned with zero result. Not one phone call, not one coupon, not one referral. Absolute, complete, total waste of money in my segment, in my market, in my business. Please don't learn from my mistake. Okay, I promise you it fails.
Yeah. The next mistake is the race to the bottom in price. And this one isn't just a mistake. This is just downright stupid. If you put in your marketing or in your advertising that you're the lowest price, then you just shot your margin. Oh, we'll meet and beat any other, unless you start off with a really high ticket item. And like with furniture is a really huge markup. Don't do that.
It's not just a marketing mistake, it's a business mistake.
True.
If you want to kill your business, erase all your margin. And I'll promise you, there will be some knucklehead out there. If you're doing something for $5, they'll find a way to do it for $1. And there is, we call it the race to the bottom.
Yeah.
It's never a good idea. Please change your marketing, charge what you're worth, get paid what you need to be paid to not only pay your bills, but to earn a profit. I talked to a man, he sold his business finally after 20, almost 25 years. And we talked to his wife and they said there were years they had to put personal money into the business to keep it alive.
They didn't take money out of the business. They had to put personal money in.
And I'm telling you, at the end of 23 years, 25 years, 28 years, whatever the number was, they didn't get enough when they sold their business. They barely got $200,000. It's not worth it, I promise. Charge what you're worth, please.
And the last big mistake, number 9, is not following up on leads, not following up on people who said no.
That's not having a system.
Yeah.
Or having a system and not implementing the system.
Part of the fortune is in the follow-up, because the truth of it is there's maybe only 3 to 5% of people who are actively looking for the product or service that you are offering.
At the time you're offering
it. And so if somebody says no, that doesn't mean no, never. It means not right now, but keep me in mind for future.
So that's a great list. And we can go over it real quick. Wrong people, saying the wrong things, asking them to do the wrong things, thinking you could market anywhere and everywhere, no marketing system, chasing clients, thinking that you have to have a huge budget for branding ads, the race to the bottom on price, and of course, no follow-up. Let's make it simpler. That's a great list, and that comes directly out of Dan Kennedy's Magnetic Marketing book, but I want to make it simpler. We're going to make it real easy for you. Bring it down to 3. Wrong market, wrong media, wrong message. You can have, for example, people like me with all of these natural highlights, we call it. Right? I have natural highlights. Okay. I'm also a boomer. What does that mean? That means boomers like to have something real that they can hold in their hand.
Yeah.
So sending marketing to me via text message is a huge waste of your money. Now, people that are in their 20s, text messaging is probably the best thing. We've had clients that were in their mid to late 20s, early 30s. They say, we don't even go to the post office box in our apartment building, or we don't go to our mailbox. We let the mailman throw that stuff away. So again, you have to know who your market is to make sure that you send them the right message on the right media.
Very good. Okay, so here's the question, because we always end every episode with a question. And the question today is, which of those mistakes are you making?
No, how many of those mistakes are you making? Because we know you're making more than one.
Yeah. And then, so if you're making these mistakes, go ahead and get the Magnetic Marketing book by Dan Kennedy. I highly recommend it. And then if you want some help with your marketing, reach out to us. BBMMUSA.com.
That's that one right there.
Yeah. It's right behind me too.
Right behind.
Cool. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you.
Tune in next Tuesday for the next episode. See you later.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for catching in. See ya.
Bye. Grow and get answers to your business and investment questions that provide clarity, move you forward, and inspire you to reach your goals. Share the show and connect with us at BBMMUSA.com to submit questions and learn more. That's BBMMUSA.com.